Welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir P. Now, bright and early this morning, Sunday morning, I don't know when you're hearing this, but there was a story in the Jamaica Observer titled Ex-Cop Destined to Die. Now, I thought that was a very interesting title because that applies to everyone. I'm guessing they meant destined to get taken out and not just die, because that's going to happen to everybody. But anyway, it was a story about the father of the man by the name of Ricky Bailey, that's the ex-cop, who I was telling you in my previous story was the first Jamaican to get taken out in 2020. Apparently he would have been 54 tomorrow on the 6th of January, right? And of course he didn't get to see that 54th birthday. Now, just a quick recap in terms of what happened. He went to a party named Black and White down there by Savannah Park, right? And as he was leaving the party, the man them set him up and wet him up, right? And of course, as I said in the first video, they never take nothing. There wasn't an argument, there wasn't a long talking. They just comfy him, they knew where he was, and they knew that the fact that he was by himself, and they just deal with him, right? So in the first video, I was telling you, listen, all these things work. It don't have to be nothing we do today. It don't have to be nothing we do in 2019. It can be coming from years back, especially the fact that he was now living in Canada, right? Well, his father has now come out and said that the police officer, well, the ex-cop, Ricky Bailey, has been living in Canada for the past 10 years, right? And the reason why he went to Canada was because they received intelligence that the man named Agodashime, right, 10 years ago. Think about that, people. 10 years ago, them get the word, say man want to take him out. 10 years, so he would have been, well, tomorrow on the 6th, he would have been 54. So, we could just work with the 54. So that means when he was 44, right, him and somebody have something, or somebody decided he was a problem they needed to get rid of, right, when he was 44, right, and he left Jamaica, right, he left Jamaica, went to Canada, start over, right, new life, new wife, got married, started a new family in Canada, and 10 years later, he come back to Jamaica, right, and the man take him out. People, that's a serious grievance. There are not many problems that people can forget in 10 years. There are not many issues that can get worked out in 10 years, right? So it seems as if Ricky Bailey came back, and the fact that he went to Black and White, which is, if anybody don't know, it's a big annual party. He went to Black and White, he never walked with no whole of security. So maybe, obviously I can't get into the mind of the man, but maybe Ricky Bailey was thinking to himself that, yo, a long time thing that gone. Maybe even some of the man them who they have a problem with, maybe even them drop out. And he must say, well, 10 years ago, surely nobody can have up nothing from them time there. That done and gone long time, right? So, went into the party, and of course, if you don't know people, Black and White is what I would call an in the streets party. Meaning, when you go to a party like Black and White, it's one of them old time party there, right? Long time days party. When you go Black and White, you have book up on people from all sorts, all different walks of life in Jamaica. You have book up on people from all of the various garrisons. I mean, people from, there are people who come from maybe the middle class and maybe even a few rural areas who just go to Black and White because of the name and the brand. But by and large, people who go Black and White are normally people who in the party scene like that and normally have some link to some garrison somewhere, right? So, nothing more than Ricky Bailey in the party, Black and White, and somebody in there spot him, right? Somebody, hold on, Ricky Bailey that, one phone call, one WhatsApp, whatever, and the man in the outside a wait for him, right? So, it just goes to show people, just like that, right? no matter what you and a man have, him don't have to come for you. No. Right? The score doesn't have to be settled now. So it seems as if Ricky Bailey made the bad decision to come back to Jamaica. Right? But that's hindsight. And people, look at this. You can say, well, him should sit down in Canada. Well, one, we don't know what made him feel safe enough to come back. Right? Because it could even be a case, where whoever him have the problem with, tell him say it done, right? And even act like it done. Or maybe the person drop out and he must say, well, that's squash. You don't know people, because as I said, nobody is going to know for a fact. Say people after them still, and just let them head back to careless, right? What that tells me is the fact that it take him 10 years, right, to really get back in the streets, right? And 10 years later, him come back, it showed me that there was some kind of, complacency on his part, right? He's thinking to himself, well, everything alright. And the fact that he went to black and white, right? As I said, this is a party where, and in the article it said he's been there before, right? It said a regular party where he passed through, right? So nothing more than him thinking to himself, yo, everything alright, right? I'm having a good time, let bygones be bygones. Of course, that's not how it works, especially if it relates to money. Especially if it's a money issue, right? Then unless people get back what them to get back, then there is no bygones be bygones, right? But he was an ex-cop, right? So that in itself is a possible motive, because a lot of police actually end up after running from Jamaica. It's not reported as often, and when it is reported, they don't report it from this point of view of say I run the cop runway. People make it sound like, oh, the policeman does move on and he left to start over. But trust me, people, a whole heap of police have a runway from Jamaica. Police running from Jamaica because they are afraid of criminals. Police running from Jamaica because they are afraid of other police, right? I'm sure people can think of a few stories, right? Mainstream stories. You're not even talk about nothing in the streets where somebody have to tip you off and tell you. There are mainstream stories of police officers who went against their colleagues, in terms of their colleagues that do something wrong, and them call them out, or them go up on some illegal works with them colleagues, and then who forget pay and they get paid, and who thief this and who thief this, and police have to run me. Right, so obviously I'm not saying this have anything to do with Ricky Bailey. I'm just talking police in general, right? So people, when you see the ex-cop part, immediately when I saw that in the initial report, I was like, oh boy, here we go. So the next thing I wanted to know was which police station was Ricky Bailey working before he left the island, because some police station always have some mixed up people. Some police station, once I hear them name, they just know say, boy, foolishness go on. And what do you know? He was attached to the Hunts Bay police station. Hunts Bay police station? People, I don't know if anybody who is not from Kingston and don't know about Hunts Bay and know about the area where Hunts Bay covered. This makes all the sense in the world as to why, even 10 years later, this would come catch up with him. Right? So, as I said, based on when did it could be some issues with some 87s, could be issue with a 90. It could be issue with some other police name station. You'll never know in Jamaica, right? But just like that, people. So all the Jamaicans who are listening to this right now, if you're there foreign and you're running from Jamaica because you receive word that somebody gonna do you something, if you don't know, say the people them who you and them have things, if even one of them still alive, don't come back to Jamaica. If even one of them still the boat, don't come back. Because do not get complacent and think to yourself, well, alright, my runway, but you say Mikey and Tony gone now, so alright, me can come back to Jamaica. Guess what? The other 3 men them way remember, them will deal with the case same way. I'm matter of fact, people, say even the people them who you and them might have a problem with might be gone, But them might have tell somebody else. Say, yo, say the boy I do me this. And that person might see you. And just out of loyalty to the person who drop out, them feel like them need to take it up on them head, feel like you down. Even though you want them to have none. Just remember say, Mikey Blacks, they tell them say, you violate them, or you thief this man them, or you call police and tell police this and make police find much herbs in the back of trunk and all kind of things. And just because him see you one time, him say, hold on. The Mikey Blacks, they tell me say, did make police come to this. And just like that, you're gone, people. So if you're running from Jamaica, stay running from Jamaica. Even if you come back to Jamaica for no party, right? Party people, come on, no party can that nice, right? Trust me. In that scenario, you say Sir P get lit down, I go look for one of them family member them or something like that. I go and look for him mother or something like that. They not go here to them come catch lit down Sir P outside on a party. No party can nice, so for me no say, man want my head top to the point where me decide me have to run me. And then me I come back and put on the clothes and go on the black and white. People, listen, sad situation. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment and share the video. Bless.